Hi, and welcome to my sketchbook tour. Right, so this is my first sketchbook. Before that, I used to draw here in these like little school books and stuff like that. But I actually used to like doing this because this was fairly non-committal. Definitely need to rework this. Look at this pyrocynical fan art that I made. Or should I say pyrochinicals? So guys, we did it. 24 chin IGN gameplay. 24 chin IGN gameplay.
I'm not continuing this stream.
Doing a lot of sketching anyway. Yeah, but then I realized, oh fuck, these things are actually really thin. And they don't even get a good experience. So, like, it says 30 because that's like the code. Then not because it has 30 pages. I wish it had 30 pages, but it doesn't. So, that's why I was like, fuck that shit. I got myself a real sketchbook. And I went a little bit crazy. Ignore the outside. I tried making a sticker and putting it on here. I think it came out a little bit badly with the colors and the line work, and I could probably do a better version. But again, you don't need to. So let's get to it. Right. Here's a little text I made, a little bit of the sketch, which looks still a lot better. And yeah, here's the final version. Let me read this text. I'd like to dedicate the sketchbook to the folks who consider the page that I'm writing this on to be the first page of the sketchbook. I know there's a lot of hubbub about any first page of a sketchbook being the start of a journey and it's starting with the first page being a commitment. I think it's not. Just draw a joke or a shit post on it and be on your merry and gay art way. This was in mid last year. Again, I've been drawing for like 6 or 7 months before that. And a little sketch. We're off on the road to the trash bin. This dump truck is tough on the spine. You see, he's on the road to trash. Technically, this isn't the first page of the sketchbook. What do you mean? It's the first page that, well, yeah. But the paper, you can probably already hear it. The texture and the sound of the paper is actually different to what the rest of the sketchbook looks like. So technically, this is the first page, according to some standards. And I left that one blank. I left that one blank for notes and stuff, but I never ended up using it for anything. So technically, I both did a big hubbub about this, and then I just left the actual first page of the sketchbook technically blank. Isn't that great? I feel like around, like, what is it, July? I think that's when I think my art started to get pretty decent relatively. Because before that I only did like, well, you've seen like the sketches and stuff like that I've done my other thing, which now lies there, because that's where it deserves to be. But here I started working with color, started to work with little things, and I think some of the stuff really started picking up from here. I'm not saying this is perfect. I like the expressions. I still think this is fun. But, well, let's just follow the advice and move on a little bit. But yeah, I made a little comic. That big loud whistle as it flew and blew said, hello to the Southland, we're coming to you and we're moving on. Oh, hear my song. 'Twas nice to have you here, but don't be a dear and keep it moving on. This is something I sketched out from like an old issue of like Railroading magazine. It's like one of those I forgot what the model designation was, but it's like one of those streamlined steam locomotives the Americans made in like the 50s, which was like the last generation of steam locomotives that was ever built in like the Western world, really. And I think it was really cool. I tried to do my best to sort of capture the vibe. I could have colored it, but I just kind of liked using just purely pencil, because before that, I really never fully did inking. Yeah, I basically spent like 6 months or 7 months just pencil drawing and stuff like that. I managed to get some actually really interesting results with that. But I decided, screw it, let's slowly inch my way towards inking. This inking I've tried doing sort of halfway done. I sort of tried doing recently, like a couple of weeks or so ago, trying to get over it, to get it to a presentable state, but then I was like, nah, let's not do that. And now this inking and coloring, you can tell because it looks like trash, I actually did a long time ago. And it looks that way, doesn't it? Yeah. This also looks like trash. I eventually ended up with settling with, I don't think I'm good at inking. We can do that with computers now anyway. And since I'm going to be uploading this on the internet, why shouldn't I just use a like a digital lettering method? So, yeah. Here, I ironically still try to do something cool in graphics. I try to make like wheels of a locomotive or something. Again, it didn't look good, so I just never did it. And the coloring, yeah, the coloring I tried to do recently, because before that, if you see the fingertips of my Sona, yeah, I didn't do that originally because I wasn't good enough for doing this. You see, like here it doesn't have anything. That's for a reason. And you also will notice the colors are completely different, because I started using markers and stuff like that. And even then, it's like a relatively primitive thing. I really never really got away from using markers, and then instead of trying to go over it with a different color of marker, I actually went over it with pencil to try to sort of darken it. And I've kind of gone away from that too. Still experimenting with the tail though. Like, should I do like pencil, or should I do like a gray marker type of thing? Specifically gray, because you never want to shade fully black, because that tends to look really bad in comics. But oh well. Here, yeah, I kind of like the construction of some of the elements, but the colors, yeah, I just did purely guesswork. I tried to do sort of a shadow here, but again, it comes out way too dark. And ironically here, my friend Daniel pointed out, like he said, yeah, the ground should have also been sort of yellow coming out of the firebox, but I just never managed to put that in. And here I was sort of trying to sketch out characters for my for a little comic that I was working on. And sort of trying to do like a funny relationship. I was like, I have an entire story for like this character, whatever. He's gonna be one of the main characters he should be one of the main characters in a comic that I'm working on. This is his son, Mike. Don't know why it's like a weird fucking S that is that shape, but screw it. I think that just kind of sums up this sort of edgy character. It's like, I purposely made like a shirt that means nothing. It says like, Buddy Holly died for nothing or something, because I thought like, it sounded like somebody trying to be deep or whatever, but being like, I don't know, 15 or something, who just heard of like the day music died and whatever. And I think that's really funny. This I did like 6 months later, because I wanted to really fill the sketchbook, and you can just bloody see the difference. You can just see the difference, even just trying to sort of marry like older sketches with like newer techniques. It just doesn't come out as well as just purely doing like just new things. It's not perfect, like the turret is way too far on the right, but I tried to fix that sort of digitally. Again, you can do that, that's pretty fun. And yeah, other than that, I turned this into like a really nice thing. Like I put text on there saying like I blame the Greens.
Die Grünen.
Which is just like fucking peak. It's just peak Söder.
Cringe.
It's just peak fucking Markus Söder.
Grüne. Die Grüne fordern eine Genderpflicht in Bayern.
Gebt den Grünen die Schuld.
Die Grünen sind nicht gut für Deutschland.
Brother,
And yeah, I made some notes because again, I watched a lot of videos talking about like sketchbooks and what you're supposed to do with them. I basically sketched this out all in one day. Artistic hyperfocus. I just worked on it straight and stuff like that. It's like, ugh. This might be one of the most beautiful things I've ever drawn up to that point, which is true. I really like the colors and how some of that came out. I worked off of a reference picture that I'm probably gonna like put up in the corner, and yeah, the 3-color erasure of like the forest. I really think this is a simple but kind of effective sort of abstract background. Tracks moving. Yeah, they didn't know what to do, so I just kind of did it like that. It's not perfect, but again, overall, it just creates a mood. I feel like some of the aspects just look really good together. Plus, the reason I wanted to draw this really was just because I wanted to draw like a 70s era leopard too, because again, you've seen those in like Ukraine and stuff like that now, and it's just so cool. So cool. Warm-up animal sketches and stuff like that. These are like really quick, like 5-minute things, different animals from like lineofaction.com. It's a decent resource if you want to use it. I don't use it that much, but this is stuff I did from like a couple of books, but yeah, I never really done much with it. It's mostly just like, yeah, fairly like simple exercises. There's like something I did earlier. I did a background thing, like a background study. Then I was like, screw it, I want to do a little thing. I want to do a little bit of a thing in the foreground. And so I just decided to do like a little cat and mouse thing. And I thought that was really cute. I think it came out alright. This is something I again did in December to fill out things. And it's like, you want to feed them twin guys the biggest grimace shake they've ever seen? OMG, like, yeah. OMG, like, yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah. Like, yeah. I don't know why American Valley Girls just use the German yes, but whatever. This is based off of like an old comic or whatever from like the 80s. It's like based off a comic from like the late 80s, like a weird furry comic or whatever. I don't want to talk about it. Basically, the plot is like, you know, that like bullshit old-timey 20th century sci-fi lore or whatever. Like, it's a bunch of those tropes, and like, it's just basically wolves fighting against JSchlatty. Yeah. JSchlatty and furries. Fucking history goes in circles, I guess.
That is crazy.
Do I like some of this stuff, like the background? Could be better, could be worse. Yeah, like a little sniper in the background. This is a character I just don't know how to fucking draw ink properly. I have a reference sheet later on for her. But yeah, I kind of like the MG42 or whatever, or the MG3 or yeah, the MG sort of thing. I think this looks cartoony and cute. I think this is in part fun overall. Does it come together? It could be better, could be worse. Don't know why the background just looks like it drank a grimace shake. I don't know if I'm gonna. God bless Review Bruh for actually doing a straight-on review of that thing. I, as a European, didn't know what that tasted like or what it was, and like everybody just making a joke out of that thing, just like really wasn't helpful. It just made me feel even more isolated as a European. Thank you, Americans. Thank you for doing a bad internet joke. Again, more like fucking quick background sketches, like various photos. That doesn't matter. This is just me trying to draw German shepherds. This is some stuff that will definitely get me banned off of YouTube, but I wouldn't expect it otherwise. And this is another December drawing. I just redrew a scene from the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon from the 80s. I redrew the little sticker on the plane, make it the sort of the squadron insignia and stuff like that. It was really cute. It was really cute. Putting that in there, but that was my cartoon interpretations of like the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon characters, and my Sona just being like, whatever. Looks a little bit weird, looks a little bit off, but I tried my best. Again, one of those things like artistic hyperfocus. Oh, and now we get to the actual stuff that I did like earlier. And again, appreciate the grimace shape. She's meant to like sort of drive a PT Cruiser and like being sort of like a buddy to my Sona and stuff like doing dumb shit and just being in on the jokes that I like to make. So I don't know how to draw the faces. But it's like you can just see the fucking difference in like just a couple of months. Hand sketches, you should probably do that for like more than just a couple of times like I did, but I don't have this intuitiveness. This is when I started drawing from this book, cartoon animation with Preston Blaire. I actually do recommend it. Basically, I already found a version of this online from like the 50s or 60s. And the only differences between this has a little bit more resources and of course has all the copyright looking characters and sexism removed from the 50s version. But you can still find that online. I'll link the like resources to that in the description of this video. Yeah, it's kind of trying to draw a couple of characters, and it has some interesting exercises, interesting lessons on the basics. And I don't want to be a book review right now, but I think I drew some of the characters here. This is a good thing for planning out like group, for like interactions between characters and stuff like that. Trying to sort of put them in a certain order. Think of their relationships and stuff like that. How different characters like stand with others. It got some really good exercises. Got some really good things. This is good for animation. I feel like this would be perfectly acceptable for illustration. So it's not perfect for that, but I like to have my drawings be sort of in motion anyway. So like, I like to take some of it, not everything. And here you can sort of see the characters I started drawing and stuff like that, doing some of the stuff here. I didn't expect to have this much fun drawing like this. Sort of drawing this tyke. I really am having fun. Now I'm really having fun. Insert skeleton trumpet noise. What do you expect from me? Again, fucking and different references. Yeah, again, you can see sort of the character archetypes here, me trying to experiment with that, kind of make the character do things that it doesn't in the reference, like making the bear something other than like your generic American brown bear, whatever, because, you know, American defaultism sucks. American defaultism really fucking sucks. But other ways that I'll explore later too. Right. I made a post on DeviantArt saying I didn't want to draw rabbits. It's like, didn't you say we weren't gonna do rabbits? Everybody needs a snack now and then. Yeah. Yeah, it's just stuff I thought of. I had to redraw this so bad because the original sketch is garbage. But I like to do sort of like a little bit of storytelling in my sketchbooks. Stuff like this. Like, again, trying to sort of look at the archetypes laid out in this book, trying to sort of, again, this is difference between copying, tracing, and referencing and being inspired by. Never like prevent yourself from doing something like this. I swear to God. It might not be perfect, but no, it's fun. It's fun. Get the crocodile thing. Then you got the fucking lion thing. Whoosh! Can you guess that this guy's my fave? Again, face looks terrible. I'm still learning, and I was learning, and I'm still learning. Yeah, I just referenced the motorcycle from Sketchfab. I want to redraw this because I always wanted to have like a finished drawing and like one of my characters riding a motorcycle. And yeah. You've seen these if you watch my previous videos. You've seen these, you've seen these, you've seen these, you've seen these. He read the forbidden text. The forbidden text. Also, yes, I could have cleaned this shit up, but this is what peak physical art looks like, guys. The chewing gum is really important. Bruh. And again, trying to do lessons here, trying to sort of get something like this. See, this stuff is absurdly obtrusive, I think, when you're doing like this. And like if you were doing again, this is primarily focused on like breaking down stuff in your mind more than physically, but whatever. And I do like in animation, it's really helpful, I think. I've never done it. I tried doing it actually later on a little bit, but I just gave up because it's actually really frustrating and physical. And yeah, this is interesting. This is sort of interesting, but honestly, you're just better off doing like your own way, like do different methods of like constructing a human. Because look at this fucking torso go. God damn, it looks bad. Oh, yeah, you gotta find out a better way to draw humans yourself. You gotta find out your ways. I'm still trying, but you know, this fucking torso, bro. Yeah, whatever. Right. And this is just again drawing like different characters, referencing different things from the book. I didn't lightboard this shit. I have a lightboard, but I just try to go off sort of like just the, you know, and deconstructing it your own way, deconstructing it my way, and again, that's how you learn how to construct characters and do poses and stuff like that. Try to see the line of actions and stuff like that. Buzzword, buzzword, buzzword. Again, try to sort of think of a composition. This one didn't come out that well, but oh well. Again, he is sort of trying to draw different faces, trying to draw different things, trying to sort of understand sort of facial construction. So I saw this crack the other day. I swear, bleed, fucking graphite can be your worst enemy sometimes. For the first page, by the way, for the first page of the sketchbook, I used like a fixative spray too, so that really helps like keeping the graphite sort of in place and stuff like that. And I know it just wasn't worth it drawing Puma as doing my Sona as fucking Donald Trump and fucking little JD Vance. Do you say thank you? Say thank you, JD Vance. Say thank you. Say thank you. You know, whatever. And again, just trying to do some inking with, again, stuff from the book. And something that really helps to just sort of do the book, but then go off of like your own way. Let me try to find the some of the pages. Did I do them from here? Or no, I did them from here, right. I did them from like here and tried to sort of get some of that down. Again, only as much before it got boring. Here's some really good things for character expressions. I really recommend this book. So it's actually going to be really important. This is like some stuff. Where is it? I'm gonna get some good stuff, and I'm doing a lot of things at the same time, but really, like, some of this stuff is really good. Right, this is me here doing some of the poses. You can see me trying to sort of understand what this character is about. I don't know if this character is from an actual like project, or if this is just like purely illustrative. If everybody knows, please comment, because you can see some of the stuff in other parts of this book. I really should have done this, by the way, but yeah. I should try to do something with this, but yeah, it's difficult. He has some really good for like character, acting and stuff like that. Still trying to understand a lot of this stuff. I should probably go back and do some of the advanced stuff, but you know, you always want to do your own thing too. And character movement. I'm just trying to show you all some of the stuff that I tried to do. And here using, like, trying to sort of repurpose the pose and stuff from this drawing a little bit. Didn't come out that well, but I like some of the details. And fun fact of the lore of my characters, this is actually meant to be his father. Father of him is a he. Yeah. I don't think I ever talked about my OCs. Fuck. Read my comic, guys. My OCs. Everybody loves my OCs. Right. I'm like, starfish face. Right. You already definitely know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna. My OCs. Yeah. VTuber face. Yeah. Everybody knows already what I do. Yeah. Right. Everybody's read my non-existent comic that I've only had in like a sketch phase. Whatever. Blah. But yeah, so I just have basically to roll all this back for YouTube, because this is going to be important for the next couple of pages. And again, I cannot stretch. This stuff is really dense. I really tried to pack this with them as much as I can. What did Trump do during like fucking like August or whatever? I don't remember. Was that the time during the fucking speech? Was that time during the Zelensky thing? I don't remember. But yeah, I tried to do sort of a character thing, and yeah. Let me try to really get back into it. Starting to feel a little unrepresented, Pan. Josie and the Puma cat in Trash Bin Bound Part 2, because this was the first part. Remember first page, Part 1, I guess. You've been doing the sketchbook for like 20 pages and I've just been a bit player? What the ace is up with that? Hey, you know what? You're right. So, how about
Merry Christmas!
we're off on the road to the trash bin. This dump truck is tough on the spine. Don't know what you're looking at, but things look flat as hell to me. That's not what the bulls back home tell me. I didn't realize you were a girl. Sorry, Dottie. You probably didn't look at your toes close enough. Yeah, this is where I tried to do that animation thing, by the way. Have like a little bit of a thing, but I just like, you can see like immediately like blah, whatever. Oh well. We're off on the road to the trash bin. Our humor is already there. Did you know that during the Middle Ages, people thought you had 4 of those? I don't think everybody ever could have thought a crowd had either sense of humor. Ach, mein Teutonenstolz. Wie kannst du nur so töricht sein? See? Still not laughing. Smug little shit. Oh, well, we are trash bin. Okay, wait. Just for those who are autistically bad at reading social cues, do you feel better? I started to after seeing you get punched in the kisser. Put a little take that. Oh yeah, we're trash bin bound. Oh god, it's so awful. I like some of the colors, some of the other stuff just again, it's just like all a little bit muddy and stuff like that. I swear guys, I've gotten better. I've gotten better at doing backgrounds and colors and stuff like that. I swear I got a little bit better. I've gotten a little bit better. Like yeah, this is a little comic I did, and again, I do comics. It's not just something I say, and it's not just something I say. And here's like me trying to study the Pink Panther and whatever. It's based on like a Solar Sands video, because there was like a picture of like this dude like Jeffrey Cooms or whatever, doing like a picture of like this woman sort of having like holding the Pink Panther over his shoulder and stuff like that, and I'm trying to have sex with him.
Jeff Koons once said of Pink Panther is about masturbation. I don't know what she would be doing with the Pink Panther other than taking it home to masturbate with.
If there's ever a cartoon character that had sex, like, had sex, it was the Pink Panther. On God. What are you looking at? And here's trying to sort of do like a little bit of a study. Again, it sucks. Graphite is your biggest enemy sometimes, and here's me trying to do a character sheet of like that hyena character that I've tried to do. I'm still trying to really figure out, to really flesh out my cast. Yeah, I always like to give my characters like really long ass names. Yes, that's Rhonda Caldona Montpellier Rochester Lafayette. Say that 3 times fast. I can't even say it without laughing my ass off. This is like a picture of like a YouTube thumbnail of like a beluga whale or whatever. I thought it was really funny. Vacuum noises. And yeah. So I'm trying to figure out this character. I made some ignore this. This is another comic I'm doing for somebody else. Don't even still penciling. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I since refined the character a little bit. I'm still trying to sort of work on this and try to give it sort of a human persona or whatever, human form. Still working on it, obviously, but like, yeah. I don't know, I just wanted to go with you through the sketchbook a little bit, and I feel like again, inking through everything, I'm like, like this character is still like really work in progress. I like drawing them, but I need to really refine the design still. Plus, like, it doesn't help that you have, like, absurdly fucking few striped hyena characters. Absurdly few. Like, doing different exercises from another book. So, like, doing this dumb shit. Trying to make it more interesting by, I don't know, giving them some context. Because that's how I get motivated. Like, just do this dumb spiral thing, give it some context. Like, whoa. And yeah, different shapes, different stuff, different forms, different whatever. But this is some stuff. This is some beautiful stuff, I think. And but not as beautiful as the stuff that ruined this bit. There's like another study of a picture I did or something like that. Try to do like some almost like life study stuff. Again, I get really bored really easily, and I just switch between a lot of things. But, you know, don't worry, girl, because I got something equally as pretty. A ChrisChan reference. A ChrisChan reference. Because that's the kind of person I am. See, he's already annoyed with it. Y'all better be glad he's my housemate and not yours. Oh, Joe. Can you tell I've really been struggling with like how to use markers? God Christ. I've been using colored pencil for this, but it's like a little fucking Vidalian, Jesus fuck. And go Josie, go out and smoke 'em to the extreme. Oh, smoke 'em to the extreme. Yes, I will. Thank you, Father. Father. Me doing a little bit of a parody of like that famous like Little Richard album cover, that orange one. Could have done more with it, but I got bored. So close, but I got really bored. Again, work in progress. And yeah, this is another thing. I tried to do like something inspired by like some kind of robot Transformers type of thing. So I'm trying to really figure some of this stuff out, how to draw like something that's still... Yeah, robot characters is so difficult, I swear to God. Like have a sort of a feral robot thing, like the fucking things from Wolfenstein, like the Panzerhunde from Wolfenstein. I think that's so cool. Made some notes. Fucking doggone it. Fucking robots, bots, and bobs are kind of hard to design. Yep. So I'll stand by that. I made some thumbnails. I made some of this for like one of the things Jazza, like for one of the Skillshare courses from Jazza, like thumbnailing out different like poses and stuff like that, different little thumbnails. Like again, now I probably would use these instead of like full-on pages. Probably would have been better too. But I like some of these. I like this. I like this, and this never went anywhere. But I like this, so whatever. I sketched out like 2 different backgrounds. I kind of did a bigger sketch of this. I know, again, did a long ass torso, laughing sound effect. I know. This isn't the background I'm going to do, by the way. I just wanted to have something. Yeah, sort of like a RoboCop type of effect. He uses fucking, what is it, like a Tech 9, whatever, as like a machine gun, because he's just that small. Doing like a little bit of a like a Raccoon City Police sort of 80s, 90s, like sci-fi type of inspired thing. Definitely a lot of RoboCop in there, and yeah. I don't actually like some of the proportions in this image. I think now that I've been looking at this and it's like, yeah, the torso is way too long, head is a little bit too small. Should have way more dimensionality. I think I'm gonna leave the bottom part. I'm just gonna redraw the top part. I have a light board. I can do this. Can do this, boys. Some of this stuff was something that never went anywhere. This is the background I do want to go with, sort of a simple like industrial motif that gets more detail as it kind of moves into the foreground. I really like this. This is an illustration I really want to do. Plus, I want to say Jazzy. Jazzy, I'm better than your brother. I have a detailed understanding of anatomy too. Crikey. Shadowversity. I want to finish. Yeah, Shadowversity's art course definitely. Just put it into fucking Stable Diffusion, piece of shit. God damn it. No, I definitely want to finish Jazz's sort of like illustration course on Skillshare. I paid money for that shit and I'm barely using it. Just like everything. I was on Nebula and I barely used it. Like real talk. This is the original sketch, by the way. This is the original sketch. I lightboarded some of the other stuff and I picked this up. I swear to God. Left some of these pages blank. I only now realize. Here's me tried to do more characters, a little more poses. Oh, the original thing I referenced this from on DeviantArt was so scuffed. Like, oh god, that past art style does not look good. But I don't want to throw shade. I'm not gonna throw up a picture. This was like a your character here too. Oh god. She's like a thing from like one of my sketchbooks and things. Is like a zombie fucking like monster, like again Resident Evil type thing. Like I should have inked that long tongue and stuff like that. But again, this is still like, I know I've been all over the place with some of this stuff, but we're still like sort of moving in like August of last year territory, like August, September, and I really just had to figure out my inking style and stuff like that. I've really gotten a lot more solid with it. And yeah, like this fucking was ist los, Fuchselkuhn? Möchtest Willst du ein Stück von meinem Zimtschnäckchen? Yeah, whatever. I really should ink this better. Oh well. Here's something I did for a DeviantArt challenge. I wanted to do the background more, but I was really not in the mood for doing like a DeviantArt challenge. Like putting too much effort into one thing, because again, this is still a sketchbook, and I should be more selective. I think some of the colors for like a ghost thing, like that was the DeviantArt thing in October, where you like do an unfinished sketch and turn it into a ghost version of itself. Ooh, that was a fun challenge. And yeah, I tried my best. I still sort of gave up on finishing it, if I'm honest, but I still got the badge and DeviantArt, bro. Yeah, tried to draw Stuart K. Riley's thing. Again, tears for like his sort of body Slayer coon did some fucking. I dare him if he says this line in his next video. If he says this line in his next video. Slayer coon per. Bleh. Again, this is like a little bit later on. I've been all over the place with this, but it's like there's me doing another stuff from like different art challenges and stuff like that, or, like different books. This is from like an Andrew Loomis thing with inking. I don't think this came out too bad. I did this with this like brush pen, which I've used like twice, even though I had it for months. That's because it's weird, and instead I've just used this cheapo, sort of cheapo here thing I got for like a little bit of money off of like Amazon or whatever. You pay $20 for like a single thing you barely use. And here's me, so again, for experimenting with color, doing like a thing, dumb shit, doing like different things. This one is inspired by the funny guy, the funny fat guy on the YouTube. You know, he's skinny now, 2 steps ahead and all that. This looks like salad. All that. Here's something inspired by like the Platters performance on the Ed Sullivan Show. What was like 57 seconds into the video of like them doing like cover of like that song "Roll With Me Henry" from the Back to the Future soundtrack. Wallflower, "Roll With Me Henry." There we go. And then here's Joe's dad again, trying to really do poses and stuff like that. Doing like a fun thing. And yeah, I never fully finished this ink because it was really absurdly hard having like to draw arms, like fucking noodle arm, and like hands. It looks. Oh god, I wish I could fix this. Yeah, could try. Could draw something else, could move on to something, go back to it in like 2 years. I don't give a shit. Just do it the way you want to do it, bitch. You don't have to counter anybody. You know, you're worth it, girl, as that one odd girl YouTuber says. You're worth it, girly, girl. I'm not a girl. Stop assuming my gender. Stop assuming my gender. And I really like how the leaves came out here. I tried to experiment with different markers and stuff like this. No, I tried to draw a background for this. I could probably finish this, but God, if I count on my fingers how many things I could have finished from this, I would probably be here all day, and I don't want that. Here's like me trying to do different study poses and stuff like this. He's angry because he saw Terminator Genocide Mega Drive. I swear to God, that movie sucked so bad. I only watched it last year for the first time, and I was like, are you serious? You do your sequel by canoning, by like, essentially like retconning the fucking things, the original movies that everybody likes out of existence. Are you fucking mad? Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that shit. Fuck that movie. I wish I could just do what I'm doing right now and just like, yeah, fuck you, Terminator Genocide Mega Drive. Genocide Mega Drive. Bruh. But yeah, here's something I actually like. Here's something I actually like the composition of, like the backstage lights and like this stuff like that. This looks pretty decent, I think. It's nice and sketchy, having a little bit of a gray marker, trying to do those like 3D. I think it came out pretty good. I probably could have finished this, but I don't know. Here's like 3 like random werewolf characters or whatever on a stage. And he's like in darkness, and so he's like spying on them, trying to escape. Wild Puma versus 3 werewolves. Who would win? Ready? Answer in the comments. Boom. Public engagement. Woo. This is me after I seen the Zootopia, Zootropolis, Zoomania 2 trailer. For 10 years, this is all they have. That's all they have. Can't wait to spite watch it on an illicit website, matey. Anyway. Animals in Zootopia having 3 toes is weird. Change my mind. Fucking furry tears. This whole thing is weird. Shut up. I have my pet peeves. Apparently, it's actually a pretty good movie. Better than the first one, but then again, that was a low-ass bar. Ooh, yeah, I bet you never seen a fucking Godfather parody. Fuck off. Talking about fucking film critiquing. Let's just move on, guys. Let's just move on. You seen this? If you see my Bendy video, this is actually when I started. Yeah, I done a little bit of like separate projects. You see my Bendy stuff. If you've seen that, I tried to do art for that. This is really when I tried to go more solid with my character, trying to really figure it out, trying to render it a little bit better, and yeah, here's something inspired by the like Bioshock, Ryan the Lion Academy things. Always funny. Again, you've seen this. This is this stuff, and I swear to God, I'm working on a commission for somebody, and they asked me to basically draw it like that. I've gotten really much better with coloring, guys. It doesn't look that way, but I've gotten better with coloring. Yeah, I'm doing a colored version of these, and yeah, you've seen these. These are like the refined sketches, the refined inks. I copied them and colored them and like did a pencil thing in the video. You've seen these are pencil version, rough sketches. Oh, here's something for like a slide that I never finished. He's evil, actually. Literally the most innocent small bean ever. Ignore that. Fuck Bendy in the Dark Revival. Seriously, fuck that shit. You try and do some more character drawing for Daniel, for his character still, and stuff like that. Stuff I never... Yeah. I really struggle with title cards. I wanted to have some of these be title cards or whatever. But like... Yeah. You know, if your ink keeps bubbling and boiling, that's an issue with inconsistent line thickness. You should consult your nearest animator about that. That fucking Bendy thing, I tried to do a lot more fucking ink, the actual ink and animation jokes than the actual fucking game ever did. I'm still mad about that. I actually finished Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, by the way. Video coming, maybe, probably. Part of the reason I haven't uploaded it so far because I was really internally struggling with should I finish this or not. Yeah. Oh, and here you actually got like before I get to this is something I finished actually yesterday. This is a recording. This is one of the people that follows me on DeviantArt. It's not part of an art trade, do like a sketch page, and I actually finished that drawing yesterday, and I really like how it came out. Again, gotten a lot better with color, I swear. This is a comic I tried to do for like the end of autumn. I just never finished it, I swear to God. A bad habit of doing that. But then again, it's just like... Again, that's when you're jumping between a lot of other things and also try to edit your fucking Bendy video about a video game you don't care about. Yeah. I really like how it looks from the other side too. Maybe I should have left in more white, more of a white. Oh. Now we're actually at the end of the sketchbook. This is just me doing like a little comic book, like another person. Like you get another person I've met on DeviantArt. Again, I've been on YouTube for years and I've never met as many people that I've actually could talk to as in depth as I could with like as I could on DeviantArt. It's crazy, crazy. Like yeah, this is sort of like me trying to revisit like the thing from the first sketch page. And doing something with that. But overall, like this is like 6 to 7 months of and 6 to 7 months of solid like artwork and progression. Actually, I did another thing. Again, I struggle to keep myself consistent between like projects and stuff like that. Here's some of the stuff that literally I made a post. Like my last community post here on YouTube was like, "Oh, I'm working on like an art history type of things." Like this was what it was because like in the Bendy video, I was saying something about the Paul Terry Junior Cartoonists Club. Turns out I wasn't actually a member when I made this video. I lied to you. I even made a little bit of another sketch about that. Where is it? Here. Lucky pick. It's like, I lied to you guys. I lied to you. I also made a really ugly fucking sketch for a thing. For a character frame. It's because I lied to you. I didn't actually do the thing that you're supposed to do, actually become a Junior Cartoonists Club member. Because you need to have finished drawing, coloring the following pictures that are part of this thing. I wanted to make an entire video of this. I have like megabytes of footage of me trying to color and finish this little comic that was attached. I tried to try and do like little things. It was a little bit pretentious of me doing all of this, but like it's definitely interesting. Yeah, so I did color. I actually did some background coloring for the first time with this. And it really taught me a lot with this stuff. It really taught me a lot. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I actually did some good stuff with the coloring on here. Got a lot of good use out of my color pencil set. And yeah, I wanted to do like an entirely absurdly long video with this one. But it's like, guys, go visit like this website that I'm showing you right here in front of me right now, and go on there to get some really fun vintage cartoon resources and history and like fun articles if you want that, because that's why I got the Junior Colors, the Junior Cartoonist Club diploma from, and all this like a little thing. This was part of like a 1950s like kit that was sold to kids for like a drawing and art. And yeah. Point is, like, do a lot of challenges, do a lot of this stuff, because like again, I got much better just by doing this stuff, doing these character frames for my video projects, doing this, actually getting into coloring. Again, you've seen me sort of like you see me get better with this. You see me get better with coloring and this stuff through it. You can see this is sort of better than this, and so again, I hope I can really get better in the future and stuff like that. It's like it was like another sketchbook. Sketchbook the Zwoquell. Yeah, again, people online say you're supposed to do sketchbook with like put stickers on it to make it your own. Well, this is my own. It looks like ass. Thank you, internet. Thank you for putting social convention onto me. What I have to do with my fucking book. what I'm gonna do is probably use these acrylic markers and try to color on this. If this actually takes like color. If this takes like colored pencil or like acrylic markers, I'll probably try to draw something on here with that. No guarantees. Because it turns out I don't actually want to. So I got a lot of fucking projects that I've not finished yet. But yeah. So I don't know. What do you think about a lot of this stuff? It's just me just trying to really get into the ropes. This is still me like 6 months in, 7 months in, a little bit of a like half a year type of thing. Just again, progressively putting more elements into like an artistic progress journey. Again, I did this after that, and fuck, it really is like just one thing building upon another thing, building upon a fun challenge, building upon like various resources, like various ideas, various just things. Just again, here you can sort of see like this is based off of something, this is based off of something, but I'm trying to adapt it into making it my own. And that's really, in the end of the day, what an artistic journey is about. This is what, you know, a lot of this stuff is about. And really, this is just me having a fun time doing a sketchbook. Like, this stuff can be a lot of fun. This stuff can be, again, a lot of stuff. You don't always have to fully commit to something, because at the end of the day, this sketchbook, even though I had the back of the thing of like 4 months, I wanted to fill it, I wanted to finish it, I wanted to finish the sketch and actually make it something really cool too. And yeah, just even though that was in the back of my head, I always managed to find like a way to make it fun, put like different spins on it, do like different stuff, just like one day impulses can really make you sort of a, yeah, they can make you become a better artist. Like that one lady that talks about like, oh, I was at Cal Arts, and like this is my Cal Arts accepted, rejected sketchbook, and like it shows you like people like using different mediums and like
there's a feeling in this sketchbook of wanting to fill every corner of the page. This person is clearly very, very untrained, but this person is very eager to learn. Here they're experimenting with watercolors you can see improvement throughout the sketchbook. That conveys to me as a potential recruiter in this situation that this person wants to draw as much as possible, which is good.
You know, that's really great. That's really great, American. Really great, American. Why would I ever want to go to California, though?
These clothes, you know, some of them aren't so bad, but then you come across things like the dumbest hairdo known to mankind, or this cherry-nippled delight.
Seriously, the nipples are cherries. There's no other way to put it.
Cherry nipples.
Very sweet treats. Sorry, what was I talking about before my manic tendencies set in again? Oh yeah, I don't know by what crazy standards I'm meant to measure this sketchbook by, but I personally think it's got a lot of interesting stuff in there. I think it's a great demarcation point between a lot of my eclectic earlier efforts at pencil stuff in these small, tiny booklets, and my self-imposed sense of duty to ink and paint my ideas that I've developed so far. As soon as I tried out some of the stuff that I've tried out in here for the first time, I started improving much more rapidly than I did before. Since right now, the sketchbook is basically a good documentation of how I capped off my first year of drawing, I think it's important at any rate. I never knew what thread to follow with my art, but I always tried to move forward and move somewhere new, and that's important. Because your sketchbook and your art is yours, and you alone need to be proud of what you did with it. Because when you are not, and you let others decide, you get creamed by hearing that Vivzy Pop kicked your ass 15 years ago, and you never even knew it.
So if you're sitting at home and not doing much, you know, Vivian's kicking your ass. Excuse me for cursing, but yeah, she's kicking everyone's ass doing this amount of drawings.
Time to start dropping some F-bombs! Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Bro, at least I know when World War I happened. Vivian Z Pop does not. But yeah, I hope you found some of this stuff enjoyable and got some laughs out of it. Again, keep it light, keep it fun, and tell me what are some of your experiences in your early years of drawing. If you'd like a closer look at the Terrytoons comic thing, tell me, and tell me whatever else you like talking about. Thanks for watching, and congrats for making it through an hour-long video, Jesus Christ.
And, you know, just remember, it's just sketchbook stuff. So a lot of this in the end is really all for practice. But awesome.
Why would I ever want to go to California, bro? Why would I go to the fucking Katy Perry Funnyland? Why would I want to go there? Just all I know about is the smog and piss and the Beach Boys. And I like one of those three things. Guess which one. If you still hear me rambling, thanks for sticking with me to the end on this. I swear more videos coming. If you want a more detailed video on the background of this and see some of the background of the Terrytoons comic, tell me. Whoa. Talking for an hour. Ugh.